Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic is lungs. The lungs are a pair of vital organs in the human respiratory system responsible for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the body and the environment. Parts. Bronchi. The bronchi are the main airways that lead from the trachea windpipe into each lung. The further divided into smaller bronchioles. Bronchioles are smaller branches that continue to divide within the lungs, ultimately forming clusters of tiny air sacs called alveoli. Alveoli are tiny grape-like structures at the end of the bronchioles where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide occurs. They have thin walls and are surrounded by the capillaries allowing for efficient gas exchange. Diaphragm. The diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscle located beneath the lungs. It contracts and relaxes to aid in breathing. When it contracts, it flattens, creating more spaces in the chest cavity and allowing the lungs to expand and fill with air. Pleura. The pleura are thin membranes that cover the outside of the lungs and line the inside of the chest cavity. They provide lubrication, reducing friction between the lungs and the chest wall during breathing. Functions. The functions of the lungs include gas exchange. The primary function of the lungs is to exchange oxygen from inhaled air with carbon dioxide produced as waste by the body's cells. Oxygen enters the bloodstream through the alveoli, while carbon dioxide passes from the bloodstream into the alveoli to be exhaled. Oxygenation. The lungs ensure that oxygen is readily available for the body's cells. Oxygenated blood is transported by the circulatory system to the various tissues and organs, providing the necessary oxygen for cellular respiration and energy production. Removal of carbon dioxide. The lungs eliminate carbon dioxide, a waste product of the cellular metabolism, from the body. Carbon dioxide diffuses from the tissues into the bloodstream, where it is carried back to the lungs and expelled during exhalation. Regulation of pH. The lungs helps maintain the acid-base balance pH in the body by controlling the levels of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide can act as an acid when it dissolves into water. So the lungs regulate its concentration to prevent significant changes in the body's pH. Filtration and protection. The respiratory system includes defense mechanisms to protect the lungs from harmful particles, irritants, and pathogens. Mucus and tiny hair-like structures called cilia line and respiratory tract trapping and removing debris and microorganisms to prevent infection or damage to the lungs. These are the essential parts and function of the lungs, enabling the efficient exchange of gases and supporting the respiratory system's overall functioning.